Hey ladies and gents, welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of What If Naruto Was the Reincarnation of Beerus. So, make sure to like and subscribe. No like or anything, but come on, just do it. Be honest. You love me. Come on. So, anyway, with that being said, let's just jump right into the What If itself, which is where we left off, which was the Land of Waves mission was about to begin because they got upgraded, I guess you could say, to a C rank mission. So they all meet at the gate, and they meet Tazuna there, because, he was really drunk, and, kind of things like that, so they kind of just waited till the next day to actually start it, and they begin leaving. As they leave the village, a few hours would pass by pretty quickly, and this is where Naruto notices something. He can sense the ki of two different people that are inside of a puddle. Naruto's really confused by this. And you might be wondering, wait, Naruto can sense ki? Yeah, he's Beerus. Beerus can sense things. Goku can sense things. Pretty much everybody with actual, understanding of their ki can, sense things. So, he's going to be able to sense things. So, how many times did I say that just now? How many? It had to have been a lot. So anyway, Naruto senses them, and begins walking forward casually, and he's just like, I think I want to see how good my team is currently. And he lets it seem as if he's been just killed by these two Chunin brothers, and he substitutes himself, or not substitutes, but he basically body flickers away, considering he's the faster than Minato using teleportation. Well, I mean, not that fast, but you get the point. So none of them see Naruto body flicker away, and they all think he's dead. So they begin, trying to fight with the two Chunin brothers. Sakura doesn't do anything. Sasuke would do what he does normally, and Hinata would kind of help him, but Sasuke kind of had it handled, so the second that they begin to, counterattack Sasuke, Naruto just comes out, and he's like, not bad. He holds his hand on the two chains that they have, and he yells Hakai. Both of the chains just completely disintegrate into a purple energy before the two chain users realize who this is, and they immediately try to retreat. However, Naruto doesn't really want to let them, because why would he? He's a seasoned ninja, and he's not afraid of death at all. He does it on a daily basis. So he just kind of looks at them and is like, I think you're getting away. No. He then disappears from everybody's vision and appears in front of the Chunin brothers. He holds his hands out, and then he says, Hakai. Both of them just are gone. They just disappear. They turn to, nothing, so they're gone. Everybody is like, oh, Naruto's a little bit stronger than I thought. And with that, they're a little bit confused, but they're not too absurdly worried about it. And they were like, okay, whatever, let's just keep moving on. A few more minutes, hours, I don't really know how long it actually took them to walk this, path. I don't really know. But eventually a mist would start rolling over. Tazuna's like, oh yeah, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, because it doesn't really matter too much, because there's always fog here, and then it starts getting thicker and thicker. And then Naruto senses the presence of one person. He can't sense two, at least not yet, because, whatever. So he senses the presence of one person and decides, alright, whatever they're planning on doing, I'll let them do it. It could make it a little bit more interesting. So Naruto plays along, keeps going, tells everybody to duck as the sword goes overhead. Zabuza's standing on top of it, and he's talking down. And then he realizes who Naruto is. And when I say Zabuza is scared, that is a massive understatement. Think of the reputation Naruto would have here. He's in the bingo book for completing hundreds of A and S rank missions each. He was appointed as a captain of the Anbu at the age of 12 years old. Or yeah, literally 12 years old. And he is said to be stronger than the Hokage, or stronger than the Kage in general, of any village. He would be fucking terrified. Imagine that. He'd be scared. So he decides, he's like, alright, so you're Naruto Uzumaki, the Destroyer, right? Naruto's like, yep, that's what they call me. And Zabuza's thinking about it. He's like, alright, so do I even try to fight this guy for the money that he's gonna be giving me? Or do I just run? I have two options here. Why am I yawning? It's literally like 12. I don't understand. Whatever. So anyway, Zabuza is like deciding whether or not he wants to run or actually fight, and somebody comes out and makes the decision for him. Haku realizes who Naruto is, and he quickly runs over to Zabuza's side and asks him, hey, are we gonna fight him together, or are we gonna run the fuck away together? And Zabuza's like, honestly, I think we should run the fuck away. This guy's kind of scary. And that's what they decide to do. Both of them using the thick mist that they're in, you know, kind of like negating Naruto's sensing abilities to like a certain distance. And they just try to run the fuck away, and they're just gone. Naruto looks at Hinata and says, take out your Byakugan and tell me where they are. And Hinata does so and points in a certain direction, and she's like, 30 meters that way. Naruto nods and disappears from everybody's vision. He once again does his little thing where he appears in front of the enemies, and he's like looking at Zabuza and Haku, and he's just like, so, did you notice that my reputation also said that, well, how should I put this? Nobody ever gets away. As Naruto once again uses the Hakai, and both of them disappear. Now, Tazuna's like, alright, so he's strong. Cool, good to know. And this is where they don't even go to his, well, they probably go to his house for a little bit, but nobody's really tired. So they go there, they eat, you know, everybody meets his daughter, and they just immediately go to the bridge, and they begin preparation and, like, training on it. Wait, training on it? Yeah. While they're building the bridge, making sure that nobody else is there, Naruto would begin training Sasuke, Sakura, and Hinata in the art of, like, water, tree walking, and, well, Naruto can, like, fly, but he obviously can't really teach him that because, you know, they don't really have ki, so whatever. And anyway, he begins, like, training them on these different things, and Sakura actually manages to master it rather quickly, and Naruto is just like, alright, so what do you want to try learning then? And Sakura tells Naruto, he's like, I want to become stronger for my Sasuke-kun, and Naruto's like, you know what? Bad motivation, but I'll help you anyway, because I'm a nice guy. Naruto decides, he's like, alright, let's figure out what your chakra affinity is. And Sakura's like, my who's a what now? Naruto pulls out a piece of paper and it's like, alright, channel your chakra into this and we'll see what happens. So she does so, and Naruto's like, oh, okay, interesting. Earth and water release, pretty fun. At least that's what the, you know, fourth data book says, but I don't know. And she also has yin and yang, but I don't think she's really going to be able to use that at any point. So Naruto decides, he's like, alright, we're going to start with something defensive, and within a few hours, she is able to learn, like, Earth Wall, and some, just, you know, things like that. She also learns a water bullet just because she wants to, and this is where Sasuke walks up and he's like, hey, help me too. And Naruto's like, what? Excuse me? And he's like, I want to learn the Earth Wall. And Naruto's like, do you have an affinity for Earth style? Sasuke's like, no, but I want to learn it. Naruto's like, I don't quite think that's how that works, Sasuke. You're gonna have to do that on your own time, and good luck with that. Well, then Sasuke's like, well, what can I learn? And then Naruto's like, well, let's find out what your fucking chakra affinity is then. Hands him a piece of paper, he puts it in, and it, like, crinkles up, meaning that he has, like, you know, lightning. So Naruto's like, alright. You want a more damaging, speed enhancing, or, like, paralyzing technique, Sasuke? Sasuke thinks about it for a second. He's like, damaging if I need to kill my brother Itachi. And Naruto's like, yeah, that makes sense. And he decides, he's like, alright, there's a few different things I could teach you. Naruto's been experimenting with his chakra, and he's been able to do some lightning release things, and he's like, alright, damaging would be the best thing for this, and we're gonna say that Naruto learned the, not Chidori, but like some sort of like Naruto learned the Chidori from Kakashi, and then he made an off spin of that that he himself could use without having a Sharingan. And it's like pretty much just as powerful, just doesn't enhance his speed as much. Naruto decides to teach Sasuke this because he hasn't awakened the Sharingan yet, because he hasn't fought anybody. So he decides to teach Sasuke this, and then Hinata walks up and she's like, "What about me, Naruto-kun?" Naruto's like, "Sorry, what?" She's like, "Naruto-kun, can you teach me too?" And Naruto's like, "The fuck are you calling me?" And Hinata's like, Naruto-sensei. And she's like, she starts blushing a little bit, and Naruto's just like, "Bruh, what the fuck is this team?" There's this one that's like, "I need to kill my brother." That one that just decided she wanted to learn Earth style all of a sudden. And then there's this one that's calling him Kun. And it's like, what the fuck? Naruto's a little bit confused, but he walks up to Hinata and is like, "You know what? Sure. Why not? What is your chakra affinity?" And Hinata's like, "I don't know." Naruto's like, "Well, I ran out of fucking papers. You're gonna have to wait." And then I said all of the wrong words. Hinata's like, okay, fine. And they decide to, keep watching over. They begin to master more things, and Naruto decides to help Hinata with her Byakugan, and she's able to get up to the 64 palms in this little journey. So with that happening, this means that the Land of Waves mission would end, and it was really easy. They got attacked, but they didn't actually get attacked. It's not named like the Great Naruto Bridge or anything like that, because Naruto really helped do it, but they never really had any conflict. So they're just like, whatever. Oh yeah, Gato probably would have showed up towards the end of it, and Naruto just would have, destroyed them. Like, a Hokage would have killed all of them instantly. Like, all of them. Like, none would have remained. And this is where they return from that, and they go back to the village. A few weeks would pass by, they got a little bit of a break, and Naruto's been training Hinata in different things, because that's, he promised he'd help her with her chakra affinity. And this is where the team gets together, and Naruto asks them, "Hey, do you guys want to partake in the Chunin exams?" All of them look at Naruto, and they're, really excited. They're like, yeah. And Naruto's like, "Well, go, wait. Don't feel pure pressured or anything. You guys all have to make this decision individually." And they're like, yeah, we still want to do it. And Naruto's like, "Oh, whatever you say." Alright. And that is where I'm going to be leaving this part off. Sorry for, the shorter parts that I'm making compared to, the 18-20 minute parts, but I don't have time. I don't have any time anymore. I stopped uploading for such a long time because I didn't have time. Now I'm like, well, I can make a 10-13 minute video, but whatever. Alright. But I'll see you guys in the next part, whether that be tomorrow or the day after that. I'll try to make it tomorrow, but we'll see.